Hey guys, I'm Viper and welcome to a brand new video. Today's episode is another Viper Plays one, and as you can see, Intelligent Qube is the order of the day. This game, as it says at the bottom, released back in 1997. It's quite an old game. It's actually called Kurushi, I believe, in other languages and things like that. It's like a puzzle game. And just to show you what I mean, I'm just going to show you quickly, if I can, the rules for how it usually works, so the basic rules.
Basic rules. The concept of the game is to try to capture the cubes. The player can mark a spot on the stage by pressing the X button. By pressing the X button again, the player can deactivate the mark. The game is played by marking a spot and then successfully deactivating the spot. Now let's try to capture a cube. First, mark the spot where a cube should be captured. When the cube is about to land on the marked spot, press the X button. The marked spot is then deactivated, and the cube is captured. Repeat this to capture all the necessary cubes. If any cubes are left to fall off the stage, the number of fallen cubes will be calculated on the block scale. Every time the number of fallen cubes exceeds that of the block scale, the player loses the last row of the stage. The player must prevent the cubes from falling off the stage. When the player is avalanched by the cubes and falls off the stage, it's game over. IQ is measured against the player's efficiency in capturing the cubes, as well as the total number of cubes captured. The mark.
And there you go, that's the rules of the game. I hope that's give a good introduction to the game. So let's crack on, shall we? Let's start. Like I said, this game, it came out with a demo on the PlayStation 1, which was Demo 1. It was called. I could show it you for a video, but unfortunately that's nothing that I'd like to do because of the fact that it wouldn't be a fun video because the fact that the games aren't full games, they're just demos. I mean, yeah, okay, that's a good thing, but still. Yeah, like I said, this game's fantastic. It really is. It's bloody brilliant. I don't know why, there's been a few people that hate it. A lot of people don't know of the game, but I think that's to be expected with games like this because of the fact that, to be honest, it's kind of, you know, what do we do about it? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of what do we do about it sort of thing, but I don't know, like I said, a lot of people don't know the game itself, like they've never seen it, they've never heard of it or anything like that. It's got a pretty good soundtrack to it as well. Like I said, the game itself is really good, it's fantastic. It's very puzzle-like, you know, if you're into puzzles then by all means, you know, you can, you know, play it, I guess. I don't know. I can't really give words for what sort of game this is. I mean, it's good, which, by all means, is obviously good. But anyway, you get my drift. By the way, the black blocks are called forbidden cubes, and you have to leave those alone. So if you have a black cube, do not try and destroy it. It's probably worth mentioning at this stage. Because if you do destroy a block, the last end of the stage falls off, and, well, let's just say it's not a pretty sight. So the more, if you can get through all of the white blocks and leave the black ones alone, that'll be quite good. If there's a lot of black cubes in your set, then try and just build a hole. There's actually a neat little trick you can do to this, which lets you, what is it? It like lets you. Oh, that's what I was saying, yeah. So basically, like I said, if there's a lot of black cubes in your set, then what you want to do is you want to try and just, like, make a hole sort of thing. And if you can do that, then that's really good because you can escape and a lot of the cubes can fall off. Sometimes it's impossible to work your way out of a situation. You have to be very careful. And that's level 1 finished. That was quite easy, wasn't it? But then again, it is the first stage. I believe there is 12 stages. I got to, I think, stage 11. And I think there's 12 stages in the game. All I know is that there's... Well, I think there's 12 stages in the game. I've got to stage 11. That's the furthest I've got before I died completely. Before I fell off the stage. So, yeah. Let's go for stage 2. Here we go. Second stage. Ooh, nice colour. Look like tiles out of a bathroom. Out my old bathroom. Ooh. Music's tensed up a bit. What have we got this time? Yeah, so... That sounds quite nice, this music. It's probably worth mentioning that a lot of games that came out on the PlayStation 1 back in the old days that were pretty phenomenal. People can't lie about that. You know, we had Spyro, albeit I wasn't a Spyro fan, but we did have games like Spyro, for example. So, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Unfortunately, I didn't get... Oh dear, I missed. Like I said, the game itself, it can be addictive. It's nearly as addictive as Candy Crush, and that's saying something, to be honest. If you see this game online, or even if you wanted to, you could literally get an emulator and play the game like I'm doing. This is how I play most of the PS1 games for the channel. I don't actually have... I have a PS1, but unfortunately it doesn't work and I can't record it. So I've had to use an emulator instead. I mean, I don't know, if you guys didn't already know that I was using an emulator by now, I would have thought it would be obvious. Because the graphics wouldn't look this good on a PS1. Unless it was like, you know, it got the most out of the frames and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's probably worth mentioning. Perfect. I love how it says perfect. It's like, oh, what was that game called back in the day? It was, Sega Rally Championship. That was a fantastic little game. If you guys remember that from the 90s, feel free to post it in the comment section below, because I'm really intrigued to see if you guys remember it. The game itself was brilliant, in my eyes anyway it was. Right, let that roll over one, like that, there we go, and then we let those cubes go. Yeah, I think we get to the end of stage 3 maybe, we'll try and get... Whoa! That was close. Right, I'm just hoping that I don't get a black cube. That's what I'm hoping I don't get. That's the second set done. Perfect, and set 3, come on. Oh, where's it gonna go? There we go. Right, and how many blocks is it? Oh, this could be harder than I thought. Yeah, so, like I said, the game itself is a lot of fun. It does get addictive. Like I said, this was probably like the Candy Crush sort of game that you play, you know, the game that get you addicted back in the 90s. You could probably say that, to be honest. I mean, it is fairly addictive. Once you start playing it, I mean, it's like Crash Bandicoot. That was fairly addictive, let's be honest. We all loved that game, didn't we? You know, Spyro was a game that a lot of people loved. I personally didn't like that series, because I was into like car racing and Crash Bandicoot and stuff. But, credit where it's due, it was a major standout series for the PlayStation, so can't deny that bit, you know. Cannot deny that. And another perfect. Yep, another one. Like I said, I've had plenty of practice on this game beforehand, so that's probably why I'm decent at it. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know if there's not a speedrun for this game at all. Not that I know of. But I think that would be fairly obvious why it isn't. You know, it's not a speedrun sort of game. Because it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like a speedrun sort of game. And also, if you guys haven't noticed, the game is actually running in 60 frames per second. That was the last wave as well, stage 2 got down, that was quick. One more stage and we are done. And that's it. How many have we got? Let's see, 2,000, 10,000. I'm gonna guess 20... no, actually. 38,000. No, there's one off. 39,000, god damn. Oh well. Still, the more points we get, the better, I guess. Alright, stage 2 done. On to stage 3. Like I said, this will be the last stage I do, and then we'll end the video here. Only reason being because I could go on and on and on and on, but, you know, I don't want to make these videos too long. I want to have them as brief, as short as possible, showing the best of the game, if you catch my drift. So, also, I noticed these tiles, they're very... They look something like you put on a kitchen, maybe. I don't know, would you say? What you put on a kitchen? That does not sound like... That does not sound good. And... There we go. Right, I've got to get that green one, otherwise it counts as a non-perfect. I don't know why. There we go. Right. Okay. Okay, so it seems like there's a very short one for this, for some reason. It's very, very short, although, to be fair, the things are much wider, so that would explain a lot. Forbidden Qube, which are the black cubes, the normal cubes, which are any different colour, and then the green ones are the advantage cubes. That was it. The green ones are the advantage cubes. Basically, they cover a space of 6 on the side, but in plain sight they'll cover 9. So, like now, for example, these will cover 9. But I need to wait for it to move first. So if it goes like that, there you go. So it's got rid of all 9. Like that. Thankfully. But nevertheless. Yeah, let's get these. Actually, whilst we're at it. I'll get all them. And then that way we've only got to worry about these. And then that's that. Right. And off there you go. That's them gone. Right. Oh, there's a lot more green. There's a lot more black than green in this one. Sometimes you can actually get stacks of cubes where they're just all green all over the place. So you have to be careful. Very careful. Okay, here we go. Right, get that one. Get that one. Right, now I need to move the... like that. Now I need to shift it. And then one more. There we go. Alright, now we get rid of that. All them black ones go, and I get a perfect. Nice. I encourage anyone to buy this game. Yeah, okay, it's on the PlayStation 1. But, nevertheless, still try and get your hands on it. If you can, if you see this for cheap, which I presume you will because it's not very rare. Although, actually no, for a game that seems as rare, because this actually is a bit of a rare game. Although it was seen as common back in the 90s for obvious reasons, we had a certain problem with it. The game just didn't sell well, I don't think. I don't know why, but this game for some reason didn't sell well. It should have done in my eyes, because of the fact that it's a puzzle game, you know. Puzzle games do generally sell well. You know, what game that was a puzzle game has not sold well? I can't really think of one. That's that. Get rid of that lot. And perfect. Right. Last set. There we go. Right. And that should be it, I think. That should be it. And stage is clear. 3 stages. Not bad. Like I said, I could play this game all day. And I could do, you know, an hour or two. I could play this game for an hour, 2 hours straight. But the problem is like I said, I don't want to make these videos too long. This video probably has gone on for about 20 minutes by now. But, yeah, like I said, I don't want to make these videos too long. Because obviously they're only supposed to be, like, short ones that are packed full of the best moments from the video. So, I'm going to leave this video here. And, obviously the 4 stage is now loaded up. But, ooh, futuristic tiles. I'm kind of missing out now. But like I was saying... If we quit that one. There we go. Like I was saying though, the game itself is fantastic. It really is. And if anything, anyone get their hands on it. Like I said, the game was from 1997, so it's quite an old game. It's 19 years old, nearly 20. God damn, that's gone fast. But nevertheless, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, be sure to let me know in the comments if you have played this game before. It's under 2 names, by the way. There's Intelligent Qube, which is, I think, the UK and the US versions, and Kurushi, which I believe is the Japanese version. So, yeah, Kurushi is spelled K-U-R-U-S-H-I. So, yeah, like I say, if you're interested in this game, have a look online, and have a look at some more gameplay other than mine. Like I said, there's no major difference. The game is exactly the same. There's no difference. There's just 2 different names for the game for some reason. Like I said, just because of probably, you know, America versus Japan back in the 90s. I don't know. some sort of reasoning. But yeah, nevertheless, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and until next time, I've been Viper Racing. You guys have been awesome watching. I'll see you guys next video. Ta-ra!